Today's conversation is part of a 2-episode Blind Ability series on scholarships. In the companion episode, you'll hear another student's real-world experiences with searching, applying, and staying motivated through the scholarship process. 2 different journeys, 1 shared goal, helping you prepare for college and take your next steps with confidence.
It's never too early to start. The earliest deadline I know of for the scholarships I applied for last year was February 14th. All that hard work will be worth it if you win it or if you even get an interview and make those connections. I know this seems like I'm doing a lot of work, but if I do win this, the hourly rate of how much money you earn for how many hours of work you put in, it's still very good.
Welcome to Blind Abilities. I'm Jeff Thompson. Today in the studio, returning to the studio, former peer ambassador for State Services for the Blind, Maddy Majors. Maddy, how are you doing?
Hi, Jeff. I'm good. Excited to be here. Thanks for having me.
Well, it's really exciting to see you transition from high school to college because this is what is second semester starting up. And I'm sure you're starting to lock in on your major.
Oh, yes. I'm double majoring in sociology and technical writing and communication. So,
wow.
Yeah.
Well, can you bring us up to date? What college did you choose?
I'm currently at the U of M Twin Cities. Yeah.
Well, congratulations. That's a really good university. And they have a great disability services program there.
Definitely.
I'm sure you're enjoying it.
Yes, definitely. I really like it there. I'm glad I picked U of M.
Well, good for you, Maddy. I'm excited for you. Well, one of the processes when you're going to a college and applying to college is the funding for it. And scholarships is something that you sought out. Tell us a little bit about scholarships.
Yeah. Basically, what scholarship is some sort of organization, whether it be like a company or maybe a nonprofit, or the college itself will give you money to put towards your education.
And that's really important because college is not cheap.
Oh, yes. College is expensive. Yeah.
So now that you've gone through the process a little bit about scholarships, why don't you fill our listeners in and what is the process like when searching out scholarships?
So essentially, I just went into Google, scholarships for blind students, blind high schooler scholarship. And then if I found one that I think I qualified for, because you do have to search. It is not, kind of spent a while just, on Google, looking through these different scholarships, which was definitely worth it because, some of those the more niche, specific scholarship you find, the less people that apply for it. So definitely good to spend a lot of time searching, but it can be time consuming. Then once I found the scholarship that I thought I qualified for, I would put the deadline in my calendar and I had a little spreadsheet going where I'd put the link to it. I did attempt to use ChatGPT and AI to find me scholarships, but I also was looking for all these. This was a year ago, so maybe it's gone better, but I found it was not giving me all of the scholarships that I found on just my normal Google search. So, yeah.
So you had to roll up your sleeves and do it yourself. There you go.
It's true. Yeah.
So once you found some scholarships, what was the process like in applying?
Each scholarship has its own process, I would say. For example, the Lighthouse Guild scholarship, that I believe it was just one essay you sent in, and then I found out in the mail that I won it, which was kind of crazy. Typically, you'd think they'd send an email, but no. So that was kind of exciting. But then for a scholarship like the American Foundation for the Blind, I believe it was kind of like a college or job application. You put in your grades, your school, your everything, and then there were there were definitely multiple essays for that, or long answer questions, which you probably should treat as an essay. Don't just write 2 sentences and call it good. I think there were 1 or 2 rounds of interviews. Most of the ones I applied for did have interviews as a component of it. And I think all of them, except for the ones that are directly through the college, I had to I wrote some sort of essay or essays for. So yeah, that's kind of what you can expect.
So you said most of the ones you applied for. So it's okay to and recommended to apply for more than one scholarship.
Oh, yes. You definitely should apply to as many as you can. There's endless amounts out there, so you can't really apply to all of them, but definitely get a few under your belt. Because also you're not going to win them all unless you're really crazy. So
So, will you be applying for scholarships in the future?
yes, I do plan to continue applying to scholarships. Probably not as many as I did last year, just because I'm busy. And I did end up getting one like a reoccurring scholarship, one that renews every year. So that's definitely helpful. So I don't need as many scholarships, but I do plan to apply to a couple still.
When should a student start to begin the process of searching for scholarships and applying?
It's never too early to start. I know, I would say the earliest deadline I know of for the scholarships I applied for last year was February 14th, and that was the American Council for the Blind. So honestly, like if you haven't started, like I would recommend starting pretty soon here. And it's not like you have to sit down and find a scholarship, fill it all out once, but just getting the searching process started is good because then you can figure out when deadlines are and whatnot.
And that's why you started a spreadsheet, so you'd write down the links to them and then the deadline.
Yes, yes. It's like to live my life like not very organized, but I had to lock in on that one since I couldn't just like keep it on in like a notes app. I I needed a better system. So yeah.
Now, I know you worked with two at SSB. How does SSB help you in your college preparation and scholarships?
They can really help you in any step of the process. Like if you have no idea what you want to do in life, like don't know if you like what jobs you might be interested in, connecting with people like two can help you like find what you might enjoy and what you would be a good fit for. Or you can go to them and be like, I already know I want to do this. Help me with the next step, which oftentimes will be, okay, what education or training is required to reach your goal? So I know with Two and I, we like spent some time researching different schools, discussing what majors I might be interested in. I knew I wanted to do something with law, but it wasn't 100% what major I wanted to do. So I spent some time there. And then they also can help you with like honing in on your interview skills, which is very important. I know I actually went to him to help me prepare for my interview for the peer ambassador position, which is like kind of meta because like what? But they teach you good, you learn good strategies that can like help you in any interview ever. So definitely good. And I feel like the best way to like get better at interviewing is to have practice. So it was really great for that because it helped me see what I needed to fix and what I needed to improve and what was good. But yeah, they can do a lot here. They're very flexible. So yeah.
I like how you mentioned job interview because it seems like applying for scholarships is pretty much like filling out an application for a job.
Yes, it's pretty similar. I don't know. I'd probably compare it more to like the college application process, just since it's a lot of like, what's your GPA? What's your grade? But some of them definitely were more job like. But yeah.
So, what advice would you have for a student who is in high school and looking forward to college in regards to scholarships?
I would say it's kind of like the idea of like you miss like all the shots you don't take. Like even if you're like, do I qualify for this? Or do I not? This seems like it will take a while. Okay, like some of them do take a while because it's like 10 essays essentially. But all that hard work will be worth it if you win it or if you even get an interview and make those connections. Like, because also a lot of these you can, apply again year after year. And if they see you one year, they might be more inclined to give the scholarship to you the next year. So, and what I kind of like would tell myself at the time of doing the scholarship application, since I don't know, sometimes it's hard to stay motivated.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like kind of like break down like, okay, like I know this seems like I'm doing a lot of work for nothing, but because it's not for class or anything, but like if I do win this, like the hourly rate of like how much money you earn for how many hours of work you put in, it's still very, very good. So that kind of helps motivate me. Also, like when you're filling out applications and doing interviews, I think it's really important to like stay authentic to yourself. This applies to college applications too, but like don't try and be someone you're not. And like yes, like try and be confident in yourself, like fake it till you make it, like confidence wise, but like don't be like making stuff up and whatnot. Yeah.
What was the feeling like when you realized that you won the scholarship?
It's definitely crazy. A lot of them called me and told me. So there was a period of time where like, when I got a call from an unknown number from Dallas, Texas, I'd get excited. Yes, it was very exciting because also a lot of these scholarships, at least the ones related to, blindness, it's not just money, they come with other opportunities. So like I got to go to Dallas, Texas, and New Orleans through scholarships last year. And then in a couple weeks, I'm going to Washington, D.C. with another scholarship. So it was very exciting because then I also was like, oh my gosh, I get to go on these trips now and meet these new people. Yeah, it was very exciting.
Well, like you said, a little hard work pays off in the long run.
Yes, definitely.
What do you do in Washington, D.C.?
I'm going there through like a scholarship through the American Foundation for the Blind.
Mm-hmm.
In Washington, D.C., I'm like participating in like the Washington seminar through the National Federation of the Blind.
Oh.
So, yeah.
It's kind of cool. It's kind of nice to be around a lot of people with the same ambitions and everything like that.
Yeah, definitely. I went to the Minnesota convention for NFB and they were talking about this Washington seminar. I'm like, wait, okay, I want to come.
Yeah. Plus, the AFB has a good leadership program too.
Oh, yes. They have. I'm so glad I got connected with them. They have so many different opportunities, like just to like help you like grow. Like they have like a mentorship program I'm in. It's great.
Yeah. Well, Maddy, good luck with your next semester here, your continuation of your college journey, and thanks for coming on and sharing with us about scholarships. I'm sure people will take from this and hopefully they get going on their own journey.
Yeah, thank you.
To find out more about all the programs at State Services for the Blind, contact Shane.DeSantis at state.mn.us. That's Shane.DeSantis at state.mn.us. Be sure to contact your State Services for the Blind, your Voc Rehab, and find out what they can do for you. Live, work, read, succeed.
When we share
what we see through
each other's eyes, we can then begin to bridge the gap
between the limited expectations and the reality of blind abilities.
And the realities of blind abilities.